Hey guys, welcome back to Cinema 4D Tutorials. Today we are going to learn about the select tool, move tool, rotate tool and the scale tool. So as you go up your shelf you find all the tools over here. Now you've got four different kinds of selection tools that might be similar to the Photoshop if you have been using it. So to understand this concept, you have to drop in a few items. So I'm going to drop a cube, a cone, and a character like a figure. And maybe I would separate them so that everything's clearly visible. And I would also like to rotate my character like this. Now we have got the live selection tool. You see, if I click on any object, it will select my object completely. Similarly, if I select my cone, it will select my cone completely, and if I select my figure, it will select the figure completely. Now if I want to select multiple objects, simply I can click on shift and click on the objects I want to select. Now if I want to select my cube and the cone, I will click on shift, then my mouse click to select the cube and the cone. Also I could select the cone and the figure the same way. Moving ahead, we've got the rectangular selection tool. An advantage over this is that instead of selecting the entire object, you could simply select a part of it to get it selected completely. You see, like I just selected the small part of my cone, and entire cone got selected. Similarly for my rectangle, I'm just selecting a small part and the entire thing is getting selected. And I'm going to select the arm of my human, and the entire human is being selected. Now I could also select multiple objects by dragging the objects into my rectangle. Like I'm dragging the cone and the cube under my rectangle, so my cone and cube have got selected. Similarly, I could select my human and the cube. And moving ahead, we have got the lasso selection tool. That's also the same as Photoshop. You could select your items using a freehand tool, that is a lasso tool, and that helps me to select my cube. Similarly, my human. I could also select multiple items by getting my items under the lasso tools, like in any manner, any design. It will select my cube and the cone. Now if I want to select my cone, like do something like this, and here it goes. My human and the cone is selected. And we've also got the move tool, or you could simply click E on your keyboard to get the move tool. So click on move, and then I select an object. You see, I could move my object along the z-axis, along the x-axis, and also along the y-axis. Now one more point to note is that if I click on my blue line, the blue gizmo, it helps you to move only back and front. Similarly for my red one, it helps you to move left and right, and the green gizmo helps you to move up and down. But if I click outside the cube, I could move it in any direction, any way that I want. But this is not really comfortable because you won't get a precise or accurate measurements. And we've also got the scale tool. You could simply click outside the cube, and with the help of your cursor you could scale your cube, or you could click on any one of this gizmo and scale it. And but if you click on the gizmo and scale it, it will scale in an aspect ratio. If you don't want to scale your cube in an aspect ratio, you'll find three yellow dots on your gizmos. You could always click on the dot and drag them like this, and you could resize your cube without maintaining the aspect ratio. And then we've also got the rotate tool. I could rotate my cube in any manner. Similarly, I could rotate my human, you see, and my cone, of course. And while rotating, if we click on shift and start rotating it, you'll find that it's rotating my cone at multiples of 10 degrees. So that's also a point of advantage. You see, like, I'm able to rotate it, and that's all about the move tool, select tool, scale tool, and the rotate tool. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and please do like and subscribe since it encourages me to upload more tutorials.